that you're gonna be sitting here beefing with somebody who could be old enough to be your auntie. Since I'm hitting E4 Mafia soon, bitches, let me tell you what I've learned since being in the military. If you're beefing with somebody from E6 and above, I promise you it is not a fucking joke. Y'all gonna be beefing about everything, especially when you're lower enlisted, junior enlisted, whatever you want to fucking call it. That beef between you and an E6 and above is going to be something that you ain't never thought of. You ain't never thought a day in your life that you're going to be sitting here beefing with somebody who could be old enough to be your auntie. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I'll say is this: know your rights and know your regs, because somebody will push the button on it, especially if you are a person of color. I do not care. They will get on your ass like white on rice, whether it's a hairstyle, whether it's your makeup, whether they think that you're wearing eyelashes or not today. They will just be so damn annoying by the way that you look just because they can. But know those regs and know those rules like the back of your hand. I do not care. Get to know them and get to know them fast. Like in my experience coming from medical stuff, when I tell you that people are not allowed to ask what it's for unless you tell them because you just feel like being transparent that day, you don't have to tell them that. All they know is either they can ask the first sergeant or they can ask you where the hell you went if it was really that serious, because I know there's like a lot of issues with malingering. And at my first base, they were trying to write me paperwork for malingering, but to be quite frank with you, I knew I wasn't. And I also had a lot of medical issues, and you really had to advocate for yourself for sure. So I would say definitely be proactive with your health and be proactive with yourself, because you cannot fulfill the mission if you are not okay mentally, physically, and emotionally. Trust me, it will come up. Allowed to make mistakes. I don't care what nobody tells you. Sometimes your supervisor really just wants a good package and a good deck just to make themselves look good. And if you are perceived as like the trouble airman, I promise you, you can always rebuild your reputation back. A lot of people think whenever they get in trouble for the first time or whenever they make a mistake, just being like a first-term airman, I promise you, you're allowed to make mistakes. And people can probably tell you up and down, no, you need to learn from this, you need to learn from this. Eventually, you will learn from it. People just have to allow you to learn from it. And if you have leadership that won't let you grow in that space, I promise you, when you PCS and you have a fresh, brand new start, you'll be all right, because you'll actually be able to learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? That was a little repetitive. Please be very careful who you're friends with and who you decide to date. Me personally, I literally married somebody who I worked with. I never gave a fuck, because at the end of the day, I make my own career in the Air Force, and you can mind your fucking business on who I date. But if they are already trying to get up in your business, especially in my career field, I promise you that can cause a lot of issues and a lot of drama. So I will say be very careful on who you date and who you're friends with, because it will really sometimes determine how your reputation is in that unit.